Hi Taurus, welcome to October. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I hope you survived September and all the eclipses and Mercury Retrograde. Well, everything's going direct now. Well, at least Mercury and Pluto. So welcome to October, and let's see what you have coming up for October. I will shuffle the cards, and I want to just say thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking these videos. Thank you for your wonderful comments and your support. And thank you for those of you who have purchased a reading. I appreciate your business. And let's see what's coming up in October for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about love and life coming up this October? What does Taurus need to know about their love life and or career and or the tarot usually tells you what's important regardless of what you ask. I have found that to be true. So we'll see what's coming up for October for Taurus. Jupiter's now in Libra, which is a compatible sign. So, this is a good thing. And we survived September. The Eight of Swords. The High Priestess. The Four of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. Okay, I'm going to try and move these cards over. The Eight of Cups. The Two of Swords. The King of Pentacles, the World, the Two of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay, let's see. So you start out October feeling trapped in the Eight of Swords. You're existing in a situation that you're not really happy with. So it could be a relationship or a career situation where you feel that you're afraid to move out of this situation for some reason. You're feeling trapped, like I'm stuck here, I can't move, I'm afraid. But at the same time, you know that this is not fulfilling. But you're choosing to remain in this situation. This is going to change though. There are things going on behind the scenes. With the High Priestess crossing the reading, you may not see it, but there are going to be opportunities coming up in the future for possibly a new partnership. Trust your intuition. The High Priestess is about things hidden. It's about the unconscious, the subconscious, but it's also about following your intuition. If you're feeling any kind of intuitive, if you're getting intuitive feelings or gut feelings about a situation, a relationship or a career opportunity or something, go with that. Trust that intuition. The High Priestess, even though there are things going on behind the scenes, it's not always negative. Some people think, oh, if things are going on behind the scenes, it must be sneaky or, somebody's talking behind my back. No, it doesn't have to be negative. It can mean a positive thing, that there are people planning a surprise party for you or something. So it's not always negative, but there's definitely stuff happening that you're not aware of, that you're not able to see right now. And the only way you can know is through intuition, because it's not visible, it's not out there. So you might be sensing that things are changing in your life, that it's time for change. You're tapping, and you are going to be tapping into your intuition in October. So trust it. Your intuition will be your friend, your ally. So if something doesn't feel right or something seems a little bit off, trust that gut feeling. Or on the other hand, if something feels like, oh, I really feel like I'm going to come into some good luck or, some new opportunities that are wonderful, trust that too. Like I said, the intuition can also tip you off on good things. It's not always like danger. So in the past, you have the Four of Pentacles. So you've been really working hard. You're concerned about money and financial security. This is a problem for you. This has been something that you've been working with. You're looking to establish a more secure financial situation. Maybe you've been having some financial difficulties. You may have started something recently. The Ace of Wands is here. So you may have started either a new job or a new career path or something that you're really excited about, enthusiastic about, trying to bring in more money. It could be that you want to maybe start a business. Maybe you're doing things on the side to bring in money. Because this Ace of Wands usually means a new beginning. And this could have been something that you started last spring. Because the Wands relate to March, April, May, that time frame. So you may have started something March, April, May with the hope that it would bring some financial support. And I think it's going to be working out. I see this World card coming in your environment. Now, coming up in October, you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, you might be considering walking away from a situation that was once very, once good, once happy. Maybe a relationship that you cared, where you cared very much about someone. And somehow now things are starting to change. And you're feeling that whatever situation you're existing in right now, it's not as fulfilling as it used to be. And you're thinking about maybe moving on to something better. You haven't actually made the move yet because fear is still holding you back. Fear of change. And there could also be financial struggles too. Four of Pentacles. So you might feel like I don't have the money to do what I want to do. Or I have all these plans but I need financial support. So you might be trying to raise money or trying to establish yourself in a way that makes you feel more secure financially before you can take action. But the 8 is definitely coming up where you're going to feel like moving away, either physically changing your location or just metaphorically where you move, let's say change jobs or change relationships. There could be a new relationship coming up because I'm seeing these two kings here. And there's a lot of twos. You have this two of cups, 2 of swords. The 2 of swords in the future. Taurus, this is typical Taurus. We are afraid to move. Taurus likes the status quo. They're afraid of change. They're afraid like, if I make this move, what if I'm not happy in the new situation? So they cling. Taurus tends to cling to something to the very, very last minute. I mean, it really takes a lot to make a Taurus change. So that's you. You're sitting on the fence. You're analyzing it in your head. This is mental stress. The 2 of swords. Do I do this? Do I do that? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Friends might be telling you do this, do that. And you're just stuck in the mud with the 8 of swords. Because you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't move. I don't know what to choose. I don't know what to do. But you're going to be making a decision. You're going to have to, at some point, make a decision. And part of the problem, if you're having a problem in a relationship, it could be because you're not really communicating to the person. You're not really telling them exactly what's going on with you. You're kind of like waiting for them to approach you. You're not taking action. You're not saying, look, this is how I feel. And this is what I need. You're not having that conversation. You're just sitting there waiting for them to change, waiting for them to come and say, here's what you want on a silver platter. And that's not going to happen. So you have this standoff. You have this stalemate going. You really need to lay your cards on the table and talk to the person. That's the only way you're going to break out of this stalemate. And sometimes you have to make choices even though you can't see the future. You have to take a risk because nothing comes to someone, there are no guarantees in life. Sometimes you have to break a few eggs to make an omelet, you know. You can't always know what the future is going to bring. You have to just act. Take that risk. And that's what's holding you back. You're afraid to take that chance. Take that risk. But it's going to get to the point where you're going to be so unfulfilled that you're going to decide, okay, I've got to do this. I've got to change. I've got to do something. And that's when you'll get off the fence. Here you have the King of Pentacles. You have the King and the King of Swords. So the King of Pentacles, this could represent a person that you might be interested in, but you're doubting the potential of this relationship. You're thinking, well, I don't know, he may not like me, or maybe I shouldn't try, I don't know. You have doubts about this relationship. The King of Pentacles can also represent going to someone for financial support, like a business loan or a banker, because the King of Pentacles deals with money or land. He could represent an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And if he doesn't represent the sign, the personality of the King of Pentacles is someone who's very family-oriented, very practical, down to earth. He does not take risks. He is very cautious. He can also represent a business, that you're thinking about starting a business, but you're afraid because it's in your negative sector. So you think, well, maybe I should start a business, and that'll get me, financial security. But I'm afraid to leave what I've got, because here on the Four of Pentacles, you're holding on. You're holding on to the past. You're holding on to what you have. Sometimes you have to, spend money to make money, or give to receive. You can't just sit there waiting for things to come to you. So this could mean a person. It could also be a situation. Now, your environment, you have the World. The World is a great card. You're going to be ending a cycle and starting a new cycle. You've already started it, the Ace of Wands. And it's going to prove to be everything that you dreamed of and more. So in a career situation, you're going to start to see some success. You're going to feel like at some point you're going to feel like I'm on the right path. Things are starting to come together. It may involve world travel or some kind of global marketplace, or because this is the World card. It means you're doing work that really speaks to you, work that you love. It could involve travel or dealing with people from around the world. In any case, it's a major success card. It means ending a cycle and then taking it to the next level. In a relationship, it could mean that you meet someone that you have strong compatibility with. Look at this Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a soulmate connection. And that's what you're really looking for. So you're going to be, if you're not happy in your current relationship, you might be considering moving on. And you might connect with someone that you can really be happy with. If it's a job situation, you might be moving on to something that will speak more. You might be moving on to doing or considering work, changing the work that you do to something that's more fulfilling. And that will bring you greater success, more exposure, or more abundance. So you're going to break out of like a little, where you're confined to a little area. You might be breaking out into a wider area. At the very end, you have the King of Swords. So now, it's possible that you're trying to choose between two people. The King of Pentacles would be more down to earth, maybe a little boring. The King of Swords can be someone a little bit older, maybe an air sign. Could be, the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And if it doesn't represent the sign, it just represents the personality of the King of Swords is a lot more serious, more scientific minded. He's not, this person is like a down-home, down-to-earth kind of person, meat and potatoes kind of guy. Very stable, not very exciting, but very stable, reliable. The King of Swords is more of an intellectual. He likes to talk, he likes to share ideas, but he's a little bit more detached. So he makes decisions not by his heart, he makes decisions based on the facts. So if you're more the emotional type, he doesn't have time for emotion. He just wants to know, give me the facts. That's all I care about. But he's also very fair. Now, if the king doesn't represent a person, it can represent how to get out of your indecision, how to decide which way to go. And with the king, yes, you want financial security. Yes, you're worried about, can I make money? Can I support myself? That's important to me. I want stability. That's a Taurus. They want stability. They want a safe home, a stable home. We like our material possessions. It makes us feel safe. The King of Swords is saying, look at the facts. Look at what's real and what's not real. You have to be more analytical in your thinking. Instead of going by your heart, letting your heart rule your head, if you're trying to make a decision, you have to use analysis. You have to look at what's real. You see, his sword is separating the wheat from the chaff. It's separating what's true from what's false. It's using analysis and looking at the facts and looking at what's real, not letting your heart rule your head. So you might say, well, I really care about this person, but, he's unemployed and he's got, all kinds of problems. You have to look at what's real. What can this situation give me? What do I need to do realistically to get ahead? What do I really you can't just dream about success. You have to have a plan, and you have to have a realistic plan. And that's what this king is saying. So you have this potential to form a wonderful partnership. And you have a potential to be very successful. But you have to have a plan. You have to get off the fence and take some risks, take some chances. And that can mean putting your heart out there, telling someone how you feel. Don't expect people to be a mind reader. I mean, if you're interested in someone, maybe you need to show a little interest instead of waiting for them to approach you. So you have to meet someone halfway. But there's potential. And if these two guys represent relationship potential, you're going to have some choices. More than one option. Now, court cards, when they come out in a reading, they have several different meanings. Sometimes they represent people, sometimes they represent situations, and sometimes both. So you don't just read it in one way. You can read it, it can apply in several different ways. So while the King of Pentacles applies to financial security and creating business, it can also represent meeting someone like this. Someone who's stable, someone who's family-oriented, someone who is attached to the material possessions. Someone may be an entrepreneur or a banker or an accountant. And this person would be more scientific, maybe involved in computer programming or science or some kind of analysis, writing even. So these are the two types of people that you might be dealing with in October. And at some point you have the potential to have a relationship with someone that, you can get the financial security you need and you can have the relationship you need. But it may involve moving away from something and moving towards something new. And taking that chance, taking that risk. Don't be afraid to walk away from whatever's no longer serving you. Sometimes that's what you have to do to make changes in your life. So that's my reading for October, Taurus. And I hope this has been a help to you. And I wish you luck and love. And a happy Halloween. And I will see you in November. Thanks, Taurus.